Namaste, Adab, hello. This is Dr. Tangella, Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR with another important discussion. This is an ongoing styrene gas leak in Vizag. More than 11, now the exact figure is very unclear because of official sources, they are also confused. Maybe it is 12, but the precious lives of people have been lost, including children, and many are in the hospital. At this point of time, there is a big dharna going on in Vizag. People are protesting in front of the LG Polymers by carrying those who are dead. In that pursuit, this discussion is to understand as to how Vizag has become the hot seat for all the violations by the companies, and that too in the corona lockdown period. During this lockdown relaxations, how is that an LG polymer industry which doesn't cater to any essential commodity or medical and health, or for that matter when migration of laborers has been happening, whether this is directly related to that, even this doesn't qualify. So people are confused, shocked, and they have started to question the governments, whether it is central or state governments apart. So in the same way, we are trying to bring out the facts as to what happened, what should not have happened, and what should be done if we have to have such companies, and if it is affecting the health as well as the environment. Until and unless you have the environment, proper environment with proper ecological sense, survival becomes very difficult. Even if you survive, that will be with deformities. And why should we have such type of industries, companies? Is it in the larger public interest? Is it for the welfare of the people? Is this development activity directly going to help a common man, or just those who have started these industries in the name of industrialization or globalization? Mind you, in South Korea, because this company happens to be from South Korea, they have invested mainly in automobile as well as in energy sector. You don't find this polymer or plastics there, which is the root cause for basic pollution. So it has to be understood in that perspective too. So the third word has become a scapegoat, compromising people in the name of jobs. You get just, it is petty jobs for the sake of the development and growth of that 1% community, that corporate community. So we have spoken to some who are in charge of LG Polymers also. Before I play them, let me introduce today's guest. She is Ms. Satvi Gupta.
Hi.
She heads Satvi Fire Services, which is into logistics, environment, health, as well as fire services too. Welcome to the special discussion.
Thank you.
And then we will be having another gentleman whom we respect, adore, who is Bhishma Pitamaha in biodiversity, Mr. Tulsi Rao from Vizag. He will join us. So let me just play you this two.
Hello. Yeah. Am I speaking to Mr. Arun, please?
Yes, speaking.
Mr. Arun, your number was provided by Mr. Pawan.
Pawan of who?
LG Polymers.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
So can I speak to you in relation to yesterday's styrene gas leak?
In relation to?
Yesterday's styrene gas leak.
Yeah.
So I would like to speak to you because I am a journalist. I have done my shows in Telugu and English yesterday. So I'll be doing another show tomorrow or day after. So I just wanted to understand.
The thing is that media cannot discuss anything right now. At present, we are doing that other activities in the factory. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening, Mr.
Arun. My number to you.
He has
from local?
I am from Hyderabad. If you hit my number, you will understand what I do. Everything will be linked to my mobile number. So it is Mr. Pawan who has SMSed your number stating that you will speak to me because he is just held up in certain things. I told him this is nothing but a notice to LG Polymers because if tomorrow if I take up a show, I thought I should inform you before.
So for that, I'm not the appropriate person to discuss all those things. I'll tell the other person to call you. Or you are an independent journalist, no?
Yes.
Hello. What is your full name?
You told me I am an independent journalist. I do shows for various channels. Depending upon
which channel you are.
I'll be doing it for a television called MAP TV.
What?
MAP TV. MAP television.
MAP.
Yes. And also tell me.
Is it Telugu channel or English channel?
Because I have shifted to MAP wherein I can do both English and Telugu.
The channel is in Hyderabad for Telugu states, no?
Mr. Arun.
Hello.
Mr. Arun.
Yeah.
Whatever I do, it goes to the entire world because the link which I generate, I'm trying to put it across to you. The link which I generate, I am known for doing my live shows. I was hosting a show titled Midday Politics in Sneha because Sneha entitles me to do only Telugu. So you have to do English as per rule of law.
Thank you for calling, but I'm not the appropriate person. I don't know why Mr. Pawan has given my number.
He has SMS your number.
Yeah.
Because that otherwise,
I don't know why.
otherwise I'm not aware of you.
I'm not the appropriate person to discuss all those things with you. So I'm in different line. So my other colleagues will be dealing with public affairs. His name is Mr. Dakshinamurthy. You have to discuss with him.
No, it's up to you. See, there is absolutely because he gave me.
What is my constraint? I have to tell you, no. So
Are you with LG Polymers only or?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm in different line within LG Polymers, and I'm not the appropriate person to discuss on that matter with outside agencies. Okay.
It is not outside agencies. It is. I'm a journalist. I'm a known accredited journalist. It's up to you. It's up to you.
It is outside, no? That's what
it can never be outside. When people are losing life and environment is getting affected, it should never be outside. That goes a wrong way.
Maybe like that, but the thing is that I'm not the appropriate person.
Can I expect a call from someone else? You will direct someone else or you will SMS?
I'll share your number to them.
Yeah. Okay. Can I expect a call?
So after that, I received a call from Manish, but true caller it shows as Mahesh Nair. So let us go through that also. Hope even this will make it very clear to you.
Yes, who is this? What is your name, sir?
I am Dr. Shiva Prasad Reddy. What's your good name, sir?
My name is Mahesh. I'm calling on behalf of LG Polymers.
Okay.
I believe, are you from media?
I am from media, Mr. Manish.
Yes, so I just wanted to know you have reached out to Mr. Murthy, Dakshinamurthy, saying that you are doing some program in TV. I just wanted to understand what is this and what are you looking for from my information perspective.
Yeah, Mr. Manish, can I know what is your role in LG Polymers, Mr. Manish?
We are the PR agency.
Okay, you are the PR. So because of yesterday's styrene leak, I wanted to understand what is the latest mortality rate and those still admitted into ICU or those recuperating. First, I wanted to understand that. The second issue is...
Yeah, sir. Let me just answer step by step.
Yeah.
See, sir, that is, government is making it up. Today CN has announced, CN has released information notes to all the press. And whatever is the reporting, so what we are doing is we are cooperating with the government agency. What government has reported, those are the correct numbers.
Okay. The second aspect is, how about the situation in and around Venkatapuram 1, 2 and those BC and SC colonies?
So again, there was an inspection by the Chief Secretary and Industry Ministry today, and there is absolutely no panic today. About 60% of polymerization is done, 40% will be done as per the morning report. It should be done in the next 18 to 24 hours. And this has been captured in CM's message, which he released to all the media.
So you mean to say now it is very safe place now, the factory area and in and around
Yeah,
area?
sir, it's going to be normal as CM's information notes that you just refer to the CM's notes because that was done after the inspection. So you can refer that note as part of your story. Which channel are you calling from?
I am an independent journalist. If I am doing an English show, I do it on behalf of MAP. Because Telugu channel, MAP channel, MAP television, MAP TV.
How do you spell it? MAP.
MAP. If you just hit my number, my mobile number, you'll get what I am doing.
Everything. Are you from Hyderabad or Vizag?
I am from Hyderabad. I have already done yesterday one in Telugu and English. I had journalists from Vizag online as well as risk analyst and farmer consultant to United Nations Environment Program, Mr. Sagar also. So we could.
Okay, sir, I think we have not made any statement today. So whatever after the inspection, whatever Chief Minister's office has released, we will go with that. You can refer to that note. That holds good.
You mean to say whatever Chief Minister's office releases, your company is. Let me ask you only one thing very clearly. Is your company in the, what should I say, has been regularly inspected by Pollution Control Board and the factory inspector?
I cannot comment about that. I am a PR agency, as I said. You do one thing, I will send you my email ID. Can you just forward me those questions and I'll try to get it answered.
Now, if you have WhatsApp, that should be much better for me. Do you hold?
Sir, try to understand. What I'm saying is, today we did not release any statement. I was told by Vizag media that PM has released an information note to all the media where they have captured all the facts. So we are going with that. That's it.
Mr. Manish, you are at liberty. Mr. Manish, you are at liberty. Whether it is Vizag media, don't try to put it is Vizag media or I am a journalist. I have every right. Before I go to make any live show, I always make it a point to notice the concern also, because LG Polymers is concerned because precious lives have been lost, environment is in doubt. So I wanted to ask directly the company people, and you are trying to put it across to CM, Chief Secretary. It's fine, because whatever you want you say, and you are at liberty not to answer me also. It's up to you.
But do one thing. You send me this question. This is my number. I will get it answered. Okay?
You have this WhatsApp number for the same number?
Same number.
So I'll send you the questions also.
Okay.
Again, I'm telling you, Mr. Manish, because it is a disaster. Nothing seen in the recent times, and we wanted to be very clear, and I don't make stories or live shows just like that, because at least you'll appreciate. I called Pawan, he said he's busy, he gave me another number. Mr. Harun, after hearing everything, he says, sir, you are an independent journalist. Yes. Then he says, no sir, this is not my subject, so kindly excuse me. So he was evasive, and then he said, no, I will forward your number to someone else. Now you have called, but you want me to send everything in writing. You are trying to put it in a straight way that Chief Secretary, CM's office, they are the ones to answer on behalf of LG Polymers. This is what you wanted to convey.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, today we did not release any media statement. So I was told by media in Hyderabad and Vizag that there was something shared with the CM's office which talked about the inspection they have done. That is all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything else than that. And you shall send me questions, I'll get it answered for you, sir. Okay?
Right, okay. But anyhow, whether you answer it or not, it is your headache. But I have noticed LG Polymers and I have done my job. Tomorrow I am free to go at the cost of LG Polymers. Thank you, Mr. Manish.
Okay.
So this is what has happened. And subsequently, I have shot 7 questions to him.
Okay.
And believe me, I have not received anything, because even the visuals also, we will be playing the visuals
Yes.
of the dharna and all, that will be played parallelly.
Mm-hmm.
And he is not bothered to answer me. I have sent him 7 straight questions.
May I know the questions, please?
The questions were like,
Dr. Prasad Garu.
sir, welcome to special discussion, sir.
Yeah.
Now you have heard about what they were trying to say.
Alright?
You have heard about both the Manish and Mr. Arun, how evasive they were.
Yeah.
So I have in the studio
Yeah.
Miss Satvika of Satvika Fire Services also. She's a guest. She will just say hello to you and then we'll get into the discussion straight away.
Hello, Andy.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome, Satvika.
Thank you. Welcome to you as well.
So we consider you as Bhishma Pitamaha in biodiversity, and that too stationed in Vizag.
Yeah.
Now people are enraged and they have been carrying corpses and they were protesting in front of LG Polymers in a big way. It's a big commotion
Yeah.
in Corona lockdown situation.
Yes.
Precious lives lost, and how will be the environment hereafter? And even the National Green Tribunal in its order has asked, ordered LG Polymers to earmark 50 crores.
Yes.
Yeah.
And along with so many other things, they have constituted a committee also. Likewise, even Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy, the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, yesterday, he had announced an ex gratia of 1 crore. And subsequently, even he too appointed a committee.
Yes.
So likewise, the efforts have been there, right from the collector or concerned minister and the Director General of Police of Andhra Pradesh.
Yes.
The irony is, where are the pollution board officials, factory inspectors, and the other managements, crisis managements, disaster management? They did release a statement stating that now the air pollution levels are not that scary, not that worrisome. So how do you react, sir?
Yes, it's a very pathetic situation.
Yeah.
And it should not have happened like that. And I've been watching this TV for the last 2-3 days after the incident.
Yeah.
Before I could talk about this incident, the day of incident at 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was doing my yoga abhyasa on my terrace. On my terrace.
Right.
Yeah. So I was very energetic. And I was taking a full breath into my lungs, and I was quite healthy.
Okay.
By the afternoon, I felt something like vomiting sensation, and also feeling very weak, and unable to walk properly.
Right.
I was surprised.
Right.
As to how, till this morning, I was very energetic, and how come suddenly I got this kind of problem? I didn't understand. Even though I know that there was a leak in the morning, but I could not compare because everywhere it was talking the styrene gas which was leaked into the sky, into the atmosphere. It doesn't spread beyond 2 to 3 kilometers. We are little far away from the place. This place, about 7 to 8 kilometers in a crow's flight distance.
Okay.
Yeah. So I could not able to connect these two.
So 7 to 8 kilometers away, you felt suffocated, vomiting sensation, whereas the official claims is only in between 2 or 3 kilometers radius. Mind-boggling.
Yeah. Because I think nobody has reported this kind of incident where people have suffered even beyond 3 kilometers. I think except me, nobody. I think because people they did not connect it to it.
Okay, it was just a passing by incident for them.
Yes, passing by incident, that kind of thing. As I see from the television and other reports and the comments and debates, what I observe is, why should at all the company has been given the permission to reopen immediately after the relaxation? it is not a necessary product producing or delivery organization,
Okay.
and it is not. We don't need to have this should function immediately.
Yeah.
There are many more things are there, like agriculture, like daily needs things. They should have been open first, and subsequently in the second or third phase, they could have given. Before that, they could have filtered which of the industries should be given the permission in the first phase,
Yeah.
and in the second phase and third phase.
Yeah.
And this factory comes in the third phase.
Okay.
It doesn't qualify the first and second phase.
Okay.
Really? Okay. What has happened is happened. Government has not thought of this kind of incident would happen.
Right.
Okay. It's not the fault of the government because we never had that kind of experience in the earlier times. Okay. Though we have.
But there was the LPG devastation 23 years ago also. Yesterday also we were trying to see
LPG. Yes.
how it happened on Sunday. Only 65 precious lives were
And
lost.
also we have a very big experience with the Madhya Pradesh Bhopal gas.
I know.
This thing. Yeah.
But
Having learned
even
experience-
on record,
yeah.
with LG Polymers also, there were minor skirmishes. One security personnel losing his life. In between, so many incidents did happen. It's like
Yes, yes.
these are all pointers. These are all pointers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is how we miss it for such a
Yeah.
human catastrophe.
Yeah. So what I presume, maybe the skilled personnel were not readily available for those people at the time of operating the industry.
Okay.
Actually, it needs to maintain certain protocols. First, they have to verify whether we are in a position to open this immediately or not by escaping certain protocols in order. Maybe that might be one of the lacunas of the industry, and maybe the skilled personnel are not readily available to handle the situation. Third one is, and the siren was not given any kind of signal. So what happened to siren? That is a very important thing. That the people should immediately first they should test it. That has not happened. So how come they can alert the people in case of any such incidents happen? So that is another biggest folly of the industry, and this should have been verified. Some mock drills kind of things should have been organized and verified or examined by the government authorities, like Pollution Control Board. See, when we are having, hello?
Yeah, I'm listening, sir.
Yeah, when we are having such a dangerous companies, hazardous chemical companies are there within the human residence, and there are umpteen number of laws are there in India to protect the people, protect the environment. But where does all these things go on? Though we have many laws are there involved, but this is nothing but an implementation failure. So that's what I think. So there appears to be a failure to comply with the rules and regulations of the statutory authorities. Leakage of hazardous gas at such a scale adversely affecting public health and environment that clearly attracts the principles of strict liability with the industry against the enterprise. So, when engaged in hazardous and inherently dangerous chemicals by an industry, it is its responsibility to see that all the protocols are maintained in sequence. Has it been done? I think we need to know it. And coming to if such a thing happens, the entity is liable to restore the damage caused under the environmental law apart from other statutory liabilities. And these are some of the omissions, some of the failures, some of the irresponsibility of the industry for opening immediately without following the norms as given by at the time of entering into the memory of understanding or agreement. That's what I feel it.
Okay.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Styrene gas is a styrene monomer.
Okay.
Is a hazardous chemical. And
Yes, sir.
now the polluter pays principle will apply for this. PPP, popular catchphrase. If someone makes a mess, it is their responsibility, their duty to clean up. PPP doesn't refer to the fault, but instead it favors some curative approach which is concerned with the repairing ecological damage that is caused. Apart from the human's loss, apart from the human's death, the unestimated damage has occurred to the ecology of the area, environment of the area.
Yeah, before we expand into ecology and environmental area, let me also get Miss Satvika online.
Okay.
Kindly hold the line, sir.
Yeah.
So you have heard to.
Yes, of
he's
course.
one of the most respected and revered
Yes.
souls, and I'm thankful to him.
Yeah.
We are holding him.
True. Whatever points he has mentioned are absolutely right.
Yeah.
And the very important thing that we have to notice over here is like not just about the 8 kilometers, but yesterday when I did other live, there's a person who's mentioning that 16 kilometers away also, he's still facing the problems of eye irritation continuously. Okay. And not only that, there has been the evacuation that has happened only within 2 kilometers by government of Andhra Pradesh.
Right.
But the thing is like very important thing that people should understand is like not only 2 kilometers, but at least a 5 kilometers radius should be vacated and evacuated immediately till next 2.5 weeks. The reason why 2.5 weeks, I'll tell you something. As we heard that sir has just mentioned that styrene is a very dangerous chemical.
Hazardous chemical.
Yes, hazardous chemical. But the very important thing that you have to notice over here is a styrene when mixed with oxygen. It's going to be even more dangerous. Right. And the chemical name that the formulation that will be converted into styrene dioxide.
Okay.
And this affects not only eye, skin, and cancer causing agents, but I would like to tell that it will even cause you liver damage, mental illness. Right. Pregnant woman, it's going to affect the pregnant woman. And not only that, in long terms, there are chances to even get affected through the nervous system.
Yeah.
And apart from all these things, if the people are coming back in 2 to 3 days, which people are mentioning right now, I would say like, if you want to come down back to your place for a visiting purpose, don't come until a week. Right. Because when they are telling that government has been trying its levels best. Yes, of course, government, state and central government have been trying a lot, and even with the antidote chemical that they have bought specially by the Navy department, I really salute the Navy department
National
over here.
Disaster Management and all the concerned. They have been
exactly.
on war, right, from police and everyone.
Exactly.
They were
But the thing is over here that you need to notice is not just only about the immediate action or stopping about it, but the thing is the gas has already spread across. Right. And the gas has been spread so long that not only you have seen the snakes have died, cats have died, dogs have died, human loss has happened, and there are many hundreds of people who are actually in the hospital, and 300 families have been vacated directly by the government of Andhra Pradesh. Right. But wherein which, if they are returning back in 2 days, the quantity of these people are going to increase way more. And people who are thinking that there are many people who are still believing that all this poisonous gas have already left
Antidoted
yes,
or it has got
antidoted only
saturated.
for the some area. They can't go and antidote for 12 kilometers, right?
Right.
You can't see the fumes in 12 kilometers, right?
Right.
Because it is already mixed in the air.
Right.
And the antidote has been spread only in the industrial area of that place and maybe across that industry.
That is also abnormal.
Yes.
Antidote is also not
Yes,
natural.
exactly,
to the
exactly,
nature. Right.
exactly. Even it has a different kinds of side effects. But let's not discuss about that because we
let's
are
not
trying to
scare people,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. So, but over here is like not just these things, but I would like to tell that the complete farming industry has been got affected because you have seen that live banyan trees have been got affected, and the sea level has got affected, contaminated. The reservoir got contaminated, and not only that, apart from all these things, you have seen live animals dying across. And if
Milching animals,
yes,
I'm told.
yes,
it's
and
a big-
snake has
big-
been died.
It's
So
a
and
big industry there.
Yes, exactly. So the very important thing that I would like to mention is like I totally appreciate how the government of Andhra Pradesh have immediately reacted and taken action of giving the donations to the people and schemes, introducing the schemes and etc. How PM have come onto the line on spot and handling this situation is totally appreciable. But the thing over here is like they should even notice one thing, that if the people who have tried to escape or evacuate from the first 300 families are well and good, you have taken care. And what about the other 2.5 to 3 kilometers people who have tried to evacuate and they couldn't go beyond Vizag because of the present pandemic condition, which is like a disaster with two double disaster. Vizag is in some huge danger, frankly speaking.
Right.
And not only that, when they're trying to return back, what is happening over there is like these people doesn't have space to be in.
Right.
So when government of Andhra Pradesh is taking such a good care, I would like to tell few more things. Why can't government of Andhra Pradesh introduce a special scheme of giving space to these people so that they can come and stay for next 2.5 weeks. And the very important thing which people are not able to understand is like just now Tulsi Garu has just informed that by evening I wasn't feeling well and I was feeling giddy, I was feeling nausea, I was feeling vomiting sensation, etc., etc.
Right.
But energy has been lost. So one thing you should understand over here is like if there is any patient in our house itself, we keep telling them that you better have a steamed idli or you better have a vegetable soup or anything related to the steamed veggies. That's it. That's where we stick to, or a coconut water. When these things are noticed, I didn't get one point why any of the research scholar or a scientist couldn't name this thing that these people should have something like this specified diet. Because when government said that I'm very happy that in the CM's press live he mentioned it clearly that I want these people to have very very good food. He double twisted it.
For any recovery, you need food is basic.
Yes, I totally appreciate that you have mentioned that, but I would like to add a few more advantage of it, telling that you should be having vegetables only and not vegetables and fruits and not carbohydrates. Right. Because in India, we, especially South Indians, we actually eat a lot of carbs like rice, millets. Right. But the thing is like at these conditions, if you have rice, you are going to go more worst. You are going to have a lot of vomitings. Right. There are many people who will be sensitive. Right. There are a set of categories in our thing. Right. The age generations, like younger generations, the older generations, which are very very yes, and not only that, there are people who are diabetic, there are people who are BP patients, and all these things, and handicapped, physically handicapped.
Such protocols like Corona, they should have given those protocols. But here in our last show also, we were trying to make it very clear as to what they should do. They should run perpendicularly, have a wet cloth tied around your mouth.
One more thing. Always, I would like to tell one more thing.
We can warn them as to what they should be doing.
What you said is also true, but there is one more loophole in that. Right. The very important thing is like people are mentioning about the wet cloths and all as tying it as a nose mask, but people are not understanding one more thing, that if the nose mask is being covered with no, listen. Right. If the wet nose mask is being converting the color, it should be immediately disposable.
That's what it should be.
And you can't use the complete
same again
for next day as well,
right.
because you are here inhaling directly.
Right.
And people who are being 4 kilometers or within 4 kilometers, it's highly advisable to not use the same cloth. I know in this pandemic conditions we are not having mask and all, but
mask has become a big headache now.
Yes, but
almost all
the thing is, like, I would like to tell one more thing. A corona, if you are having a nose mask or anything, even a kerchief, it will not come in because the protein layer is very strong and thick. So it will not enter. But for this, over here, you are directly inhaling it.
I know.
So it's more dangerous than that. And not only that, in this current situation, I would like to urge each and every person that, before it is going to get contaminated, I know it's already been a lot of contamination that has been happening. But I would like to tell a very important point is, like, before you go and touch others, before you go and talk to others, I do understand. First and foremost thing, please try to calm down and take care of you and your family, and not about others, because everyone can take down them. And apart from all these things, in coming to the safety things that has happened in the industry,
that will come because
yes,
this elderly personality, now he'll address your concerns. Because Tulsi Rao garu, I think now we have come to your point as to the flora and fauna. Is it lack of preparedness before corona lockdown, or during lockdown extension, after extension, and even after relaxation also? Is this lack of preparedness by the both central and state governments? Because now the flora and fauna, what happens to all of them? I think you will be the better person to.
As seen through the television, TV and all, and from the newspapers, and from the other reports, the trees around the Venkatapuram village or within and around the village are badly damaged. The cells of the plants and trees are damaged very well. I think beyond the recovery, they will not recover. It doesn't mean only the few plants or trees are damaged. Once the tree is damaged, that means many other associates, like right from the small grass to maybe trees, shrubs, herbs, climbers, and other floral species will definitely get damaged. Maybe after 2 days, they may look better, but in course of time, maybe after 10 days, after a month, even after a year also, it will have its own effect on the plant tissues and the human tissues also. So damage will not stop now itself, and whatever symptoms are seen, they are persistible symptoms. Most of the symptoms are persistible, and sometimes after 1 year we may see some of the impacts of these incidents. And these things will not come into the account of the impact of this leakage of this dangerous gas into it. And when you come to the ecology of this environment ecology around this plant and beyond, definitely it will have a lot of impact. The styrene gas leaked into the atmosphere doesn't stay over. It will spread due to the diffusion. It spreads into the rest of the area beyond 3 kilometers. Definitely it will have its own impact on other living things like humans, domestic cattle, even wild animals. There are many hills are here. Lot of wilderness is available here. If you look at this, back of this industry, that is Himachal Hills, excellent wilderness area, and very close to it we have the Zoological Park. The Kambalkunda National Park is also there. Reservoirs are there. Gambhira Reservoir is also there. Who knows that most of these things could have been affected, or this gas would definitely diffuse into the air, diffuse into the waters, diffuse into the soils also.
See, it took away precious human life. That's the yardstick. Many cattle, no more. Trees, no more.
Yeah, we lost the precious effects, which includes not only the trees, even the domestic animals, wild animals. That we have not taken into account of the death of the wild animals
I have seen one of the slides. Sloth bear was dying. I don't know who has put that, but sloth bear was also dying. Some snakes have died. See, these are all ecologically linked with each other or one another. See, if you look at the ecology of an area, it is not that human beings alone are the representative of that particular region. It's not that. Actually, the plants, the primary producers, upon which the primary, secondary, tertiary consumers depend upon. Okay, take for an example grass. See, the grass is there, the herbivores they eat. On the herbivores eat, we have different strata will be there, ecological pyramid. So ecological pyramid is constructed with the different strata. Primary, secondary producers, and on which the primary consumers, upon which the secondary consumers, upon which the tertiary consumers they depend on. They depend.
Yeah.
What happens if any one of the strata is removed or the link is cut? The upper strata animals they will not survive.
True.
Because the chain is broken.
Yeah.
So therefore, by eliminating one or two strata because of the pollution, I think we cannot rebuild it. Everything has come onto this planet either through the evolutionary process for the animals and plants to come up, and these things they depend on the non-living environment like soil, water, air, and fire, all panchabhutas. And this not only affects the living things, this also affects the panchabhutas, the value of which cannot be estimated. It runs into the crores and crores and crores to the power of infinity. And who estimates all these things? Is there any mechanism available readily or protocol available readily in our country to estimate the exact damage done to the environment and ecology? It is not available. But anyhow, some of the statutory organizations like judiciary, especially the National Green Tribunal, it has immediately acted, and they have passed certain remarks, and the industry is liable to restore the damage caused under the environmental law, apart from other statutory liabilities. And what happened to the statutory authorities? It also questioned the statutory authorities. They are also responsible for authorizing and not regulating such activities. It also be accountable for their lapses. They are also accountable for their lapses, especially in dealing with such matters. It is also necessary to ensure that all necessary steps are taken to prevent recurrence of such an incident again in this area. So, like that, immediately it has played its own role, and also said, without prejudice to any other proceedings, the tribunal has performed its statutory obligation of providing relief and compensation to the victims of environmental damage and restitution of the damaged property and environment. With a view to deal with the issue, it is also felt that it is necessary to ascertain the facts relating to the extent of damage, extent of failure, and consider remedial measures to estimate all these things. They are also constituted 5-member committee in which the Justice B. Reddy, the former judge of High Court, Professor P.H.V. Ramachandra Murthy, former Vice Chancellor of Andhra University, Professor Pulipati King, HOD Chemical Engineering, and Member Secretary Central Pollution Control Board, and Director CSIR and IICT, and Head Navy. So it is a very good mixture of experts are there in this committee, and shortly they will be submitting to the NGT. Yeah, hello?
Definitely, let us hope so. But again, here, my objection is regarding the member secretary of Pollution Control Board. Is it not their duty to assess? And not only that, I am told there is a case in the High Court also in regards to this organization, LG Polymers, and other violations also, which PCB should have been aware. Without going into the merits of those, how did they allow expansion activities, and that too during lockdown, relaxation? This is not, as you rightly said, an important industry wherein there is day-to-day need to encounter corona.
Yeah. So actually, NGT has also made them accountable. How do they allow this industry to operate immediately without observing the protocols?
So you mean to say they are being made responsible, or if will it land into any other cover-up operation? Let us respect NGT.
No.
Let us respect NGT. At least, they have, as you rightly said, they have come up very fast with relief and compensation measures. And a committee in place. And before we go to biodiversity, what should be done now? How should Vizag come up? What should people expect from a personality like you? I'll just seek immediate comments from Ms. Sathvi also. Sathvika.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are asking me the comments on what Vizag should be coming up?
How it should be like now? These disasters are happening everywhere.
See,
because we are taking Vizag. Now, believe me, not just Vizag.
Obviously,
everywhere, wherever you have such industries. Now, Hyderabad is highly prone.
Yes.
Like many such industries.
I would like to tell first and foremost thing on the 7th of May 2020 in India. There have been taken place around 4 industrial disasters that has happened on the single day, starting off with Vizag and then to Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh was a blast, and then coming to Tamil Nadu, in which again there was a gas leak, and then it has been in the Tamil Nadu state. The industry was a South India's biggest industry.
Okay.
And then coming to Nasik, in which it has been a fire massive disaster.
Goodness.
So thing is, like on a single day in a partial lockdown that has been happening in a single day, these disasters have happened.
That shows lack of preparedness. Lack of preparedness. They just shut down. Extension.
Let me complete.
Yeah, please.
Thing is like, post lockdown, if you see, just with the 60 days or in few states, it might be less up or so, whatever it is, but it is almost 2 months of lockdown that has been happening.
Right.
So the thing over here is like that you should understand is like, where are industrial safety norms? I have actually few laws which I have been talking over on several places, like basing on this, all the laws have which we have right now are everything are taken over by UK government laws, because it is which we actually depend on the British standards, as you know.
Colonial thinking.
Yes. And the thing is like, as we have extracted many laws over there, there has been change only on one single law, that after the Bodhan fire accident that has happened, they have just changed on the claiming rules and regulations on if there is any human loss, how much it should be claimed. Only that has been remodified. Yes, the compensation is less over here when compared to the other countries, where in other countries they will literally block the company out, ban the company out, and they'll not let it work. And not only that, they will even cancel off the license of the safety officer, because he is the sole responsible.
Authority.
Yes, he's not a regulatory authority. I would like to say it will be the EHS officer, Environmental Health and Safety Officer, who will be actually concerned with this department. And not only that, before coming to CEO, director, or any managerial, top level managerial person speaking onto it, it is his responsibility, it is his duty to come over and speak to. And over here, the surprising thing is like all the other other people are reacting, but I didn't see our safety officer anywhere out in here. And when I have listened previous your conversation with a few of the callers that you have spoken to in relation to the LG Polymers working over there from the different industries or different departments over here, I would like to mention one of the very important thing that according to Health and Safety Acts at work, it is mandatory for the people to understand that each and every person has their own safety duties, own safety norms, and people are mandatory. We will explain them that they should be knowing those things. If you are leaving your house and you would like to tell anything to your family, you will definitely give them some advices.
Offshore and onshore.
Yes, of course. If it is your father, mother, you would be telling something which is more concerned about the physical activities, where if it is coming to your children, you would be more telling about the strangers that are coming to. So each and everyone's duty is different.
Right.
So, and you're stronger, so you can worry, you can be a defeated person who can even fight against the strongest person or a stranger, or it can be anyone. But in this case, a safety officer is like you, who should be guiding all the levels, all the different departments. And when we spoke to the callers, like when you spoke to the callers, I have heard very clearly that he is telling that I'm from a different department, I'm not concerned or I'm not liable to tell certain things out. But first and foremost thing, it is
he should be aware.
Yes,
Wonderful.
It is his duty and responsibility to know what is actually happening, at least a part of that family. He is highly responsible being in that.
He's part of LG Polymers.
Yes, not only part, he is a family, obviously.
Any other department, as you rightly said, safety norms, they should be
aware, known. And not only that, when he said that I will be diverting it out to the other concerned department, they should be knowing one simple and very important thing, that the person who has called you has mentioned himself as a PR agent for the LG Polymers. When he is a PR, okay, you may not expect the content from the other departments. Then what about the PR agent that has called you up? He is claiming that I have no clue about it, and you will be getting through know the media of Vizag. That doesn't make any sense. Come on, your company is from South Korea, which has been invested in India, and after that, when you are polluting our Indian, country, Indian
taking
people,
lives.
Indian environment, okay, yes, our government has been doing wonderful. Then what about you? Why you are not putting out the content? Then if you are a PR agent, if you really can't answer those questions, why can't you mail us out? Why can't you message us out that telling that we can't answer like that? We would like to put everything on a word. And if you are speaking to us, it is mandatory responsibility. You are speaking to a media guy, not only to the media. I would like to tell each and every citizen of India has the right to question, because we are equal. We all are. We believe in our thing only. We all are brothers, sisters. That's what has been
it's
told.
life of an individual, and his life is linked to the environment.
Yes,
Both are at stake.
and not only that,
Right to live, right to liberty.
That too in a pandemic situation. And apart from all these things, there are many people who are telling that they have got a permission in opening it. I don't know from where they have got a permission, but they are claiming that these people are doing the packages, packaging covers, and that's the reason they had to open this.
You are into fire services. You should be knowing how can one open the factory just like that. I don't understand.
See, I'm not only into fire safety. I would like to
tell, environment.
Yes,
also,
I would like to say that I've done my level 7 in health and safety and fire safety management from Cambridge. I worked for Government of London previously. So here,
how can they be so callous? I don't understand.
That's what I'm trying to tell. Yes, and according to Health and Safety at Work Act, there's a section 2. Under section 2, it's clearly mentioned that if a person is entering into the premises, anyone belonging to that company or not, but if he is entering into a certain premises, if suppose there is a robbery happening, if that person is entering and he is robbing, obviously he'll be the whole and sole responsible. When after all for a robbery you mentioned that it is his responsibility, then how come you guys are living? The person who has made it all happen, how did you guys live? So where is that labor person who has actually opened all these things? And I would like to even question one more thing, that there has been you didn't see the buzzer that has happened on that day.
Alarm.
So where is the buzzer? Why it didn't happen? Then how come he did that? How come he opened it? So is he really working like that? I just wanted to know, or he's really very much enjoying with some liquor or something because it is just opened.
Now I see all these things
This is so funny. Like
mock drill, as you was referring, I think there should be mock drill.
And not only that, see, mock drill is different again. Mock drill actually,
when you factory is locked up for such a considerable time.
See, mock drill doesn't fall under these conditions. The mock drill actually falls to the people who wants to evacuate. But over here, under this circumstances, it is mandatory for him to know each and every safety regulations, how to act, and not only how to act, but the thing is like how to operate. Like, you know, as they mentioned, there has been a fluctuation in terms of temperatures. So what is happening? So why the technical department is not having certain books? As you said before, that there has been a person who, the security or something has got some problem.
Yeah,
something.
they had.
Yes. So when they have that, where is their logbook? Where is their hazardous maintenance book? Where are the reports that are going on? Then where is the pollution control board, that what is it doing when they know that previously those things have happened? And not only that, I would like to ask the Indian government, when, see, first and foremost thing, I'm not against any government.
No, here we are.
I just wanted to ask. It's my duty. Because I'm going to ask.
You are an authority on that. You have every right to put it across.
Because I'm going to ask very important question. I just want to clearly ask out the people. I'm here not only against any politics, but I just wanted to ask only one simple question, that why in our India safety is so underrated? Until and unless a pandemic comes, you doesn't care about wearing a safety mask. No one even doesn't cares about PPE. No one cares about nose mask. No one cares about gloves. No one cares about sanitizers. Unless and until any earthquake comes or anything happens or anything like gas leakage happens or any fire accident happens, no one even cares about evacuation procedure. How many of you even know that evacuation procedure can also take away the lives? Yes, because of one single mislead, there is a chance that even a person can even lose their life. So how many of you even know the evacuation procedure? I'm talking about the individual humans. And not only that, my biggest question to the Indian government is, why can't we have a special authorization body? I know each and every person, every company, every organization might be having their set of safety rules and regulations. Their people might be having a safety officer, but their board of committee might be there. But why not they can't have a special team, especially the technical team, to come and watch what is happening? Why can't you take a break of 1 week and set to work over there? When we got to know that we are having this lockdown, there are many people that have mentioned telling that lockdown aa gaya, now it's time to work on our following documents, pan card dekho, Aadhaar card dekho, kuch nahi hai, to you just go, you should make sure that they are all set, done perfectly, because that's very important. When you have those forward messages on your phone, then why can't you have this message that if your company is having certain problems, certain issues, then why can't your company can't go and make sure you are fixing them out? And not only that, if you are going out of a house for 15 days on a tour, if you come back, you will see the complete houses hell. And you will make sure, you are opening your windows, you are cleaning it up, everything you will do.
But beforehand,
what about the industries when you are opening after post 60 days? What is the condition of the industry that you are going to open? And how can you be so lame, asking a ground level employee to go and open it up? And why can't a single authority can't go? Are you enjoying the break? Are you enjoying your pandemic?
Hope Indian government will be listening to this. At least they have to answer life and environment.
And I just wanted to tell over here that Abhi just four industries have got affected. I'm not with any industries. I'm not with any politicians. I just wanted to ask as a safety officer. I'm concerned about our people. I'm concerned as a Indian citizen. I'm concerned about each and everyone's life.
And environment.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Even environment has lives.
That's what.
It's the cycle, as Sir said.
Well, now I'll ask him. Sir, hope you have listened to Ms. Satvika.
Yes. Well said. Sweta has done a wonderful commentary on this.
Right.
And she was talking about the industrial audit.
Right.
Actually, that is called industrial audit. And every industry should be tested quite often, at least once in 6 months or once in 3 months or once
sir,
in...
One second, sir. The point that I would like to tell, I'm not only talking about the industrial audit over here, I've been mentioning even about the hazardous book, industrial audit, that can be indoor and also outsourced industrial audit. And also apart from industrial audit, I would like to mention that they should have the risk assessments that has been happening for next 10 days in each and every industries. That is mandatory. I do know about these terms, and not only that, that apart from all these things, the fixations that I have said about wherein sure it means that each and every person of the technical team has to be there, making sure that they have attended each and every single minute part has been taken care. The thing over here that I would like to concern and make a point is that Vizag is a heart of the India. That is the reason PM has come onto the call immediately, because the Navy department complete equipment is there in the Vizag. And not only that, in the Vizag from past 50 years, if you see, there are 5,000 plus industries. What if in case there has been a blast that would have happened? What will be? We couldn't have even Vizag. Now we are concerned about 300 families just in the case of 2-kilometer radius, and if it is 5-kilometer radius, double that out, 600 families will be under risk. Right now 600 families are under risk. And not only that, if there was suppose a blast, like as you have seen, 4 different industries from 4 different locations of India has affected so much. What if in case those 4 industries are from Vizag? If it is a very bad day, what would have been the situation? It would have been a blast. And where would have been a Vizag position in?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Many more must have died actually.
Unfortunately.
It's a great luck for the Visagites.
Yeah, no, that's God's grace. God's grace. We pray for their well-being of Vizag and for that matter every city, in not only in India, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
We need development. Okay, nobody disagree with the development. But it should be a sustainable
Development in terms of safety, sir. Development in terms of human living. Development in terms of industrial safety. Development in terms of each and every place safety. Development in terms of safety too related to the hospitals. Development in terms of safety related to PPEs. Development in terms of each and every industry, say it painting industry, say it chemical industry, say it water industry, say it environmental industry. Any industries related to safety should be very much improved. And not only that, I would like to highly tell one of the very important thing is that I am so ashamed to tell that we Indians doesn't care about safety unless and until something happens.
That is what disaster.
And that's the reason. That's the reason the people who are very low qualified have been appointed in the topmost industries with a paying of 50,000 salary starting, and it is exceeding till 5 lakhs in all the biggest construction companies, in all the biggest all the corporate companies, all the shopping malls, every industry you take, there is a person who has very minimal educational qualification, very minimal of experience. You might tell that 5-10 years experience rahega to theek hai, but what about the other circumstances? You can't put hundreds and thousands of people's lives on the hands of the people who are not very educated. Where are the lives going on? And actually according to the outsiders law, the safety officer's license should be cancelled. And yes, we Indian government doesn't have safety licenses, but what about the person who has done all these things? Where is the sole responsible person, safety officer? Why isn't he coming out? My biggest question.
No one is arrested from the company till now. No one
he
is
should be arrested right away. If not director, if not CEO, if not anyone, at least God damn it, show some respect. At least arrest one safety officer so that others.
What if the same thing has happened in South Korea? Let us not assume, but what?
Those people are least interested. That's why they have they have invested here in India.
Not okay.
Then
yeah, sir. Satvika is very clear. Yeah, sir. Please go ahead. How can now from here on, what should be done in case of the biodiversity? And as she rightly put it, it is the safety of everyone is that people are risked, no safety concerns. When people are being risked, along with the environment. Now, environment also, as you rightly said, it may take 1 week, 1 year, even after that, it may not be the same.
Yeah.
So, how shall we go? What is your advice as a biodiversity expert and the one who is in Vizag suffering?
Yeah. You're right. Actually, having heard from Sweta the long list of failures of the not only the company, even the government machinery, there is a lot of failures. And also, we in the country, we do not have a code of disciplinary code we don't have. So, once we have the disciplinary code, now after the corona, now people come to know that one should go with the mask and one should have the
Public health care, public health care. It is public health care.
Sir, I would like to mention...
Prevention is better than cure, and public health care is really grossly neglected.
Sir, one more thing, sir, because you have been in such a high level position, I would like to mention that I've done my level 7, as I said before. I have a complete authority. If you want me to create any such special policies or codes, I have the complete in related information. And not only that, as I have done my MSc, that is level 7 in safety from UK, I have complete legal, laws, civil, criminal, everything in relation to that. I know each and every legislation, acts and rules, regulations, everything. If you want me to create any of those rules and regulations for Vizag or any industrial department, please let me know. I'm always there. Shiva sir will always share my number to you as well. This is something which is very much in needed, and I think we should make something like this which helps everyone.
Done. As you rightly said, sir, you are very experienced. Now from here on, as she rightly said, I have called her as a special guest because she is qualified. And she takes care of all these etiquettes now. And we need such personalities along with an able and elderly guidance from a biodiversity professional like you, who is aware of everything. Now, what should we be doing now, sir? To not just Vizag. Now, Vizag should come out. Now, such things should not be repeated. And how bad effect it will have on biodiversity, in a simple term, because you should be able to explain it more and more now.
Yeah. So coming to biodiversity, let us not talk about the biodiversity. Doesn't mean only animals and plants. Actually, along with these animals and plants, their habitats too. Actually, it starts from the genetic level. It starts from genetic level. Suppose every one of us, a man, a human being, of 10 square feet, 5 feet height and 2 feet wide, 10 square feet of human beings, we have 100 trillion cells within us.
Okay.
If you look at each cell, very microscopic, we will see only cells through electronic microscopes only. Within the cell, we have the nucleus, cytoplasm, both together called as protoplasm. Right. Within the nucleus, we have the chromosomes, 23 pairs of chromosomes within the human beings.
Right.
So if you look the fine chromosomes through the electron microscope, you will also find that DNA structure.
Right.
The DNA is made up of 4 nucleotides: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine.
Yeah.
Right. Any of these nucleotides, the place is changed with another one. Instead of man to come into the man to born, the man will born.
Right.
See, such is the case.
Right.
Like that. These things will definitely harm, and genetically also. The hazardous gases and chemicals, definitely they will go into the mutations. Maybe hazardous, useless mutations it may undergo. And biodiversity means from all its sources, and also the ecological complexes.
Right.
When you talk about maybe ecological complex, 2 words only. When you talk about the ecological complexes, that means the oxygen cycle, hydrogen cycle, oxygen cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon dioxide cycle, and hydrological cycle, phosphorus and sulfur cycles also. All these things. So these are the life supporting systems for the life to exist on this planet.
Right.
And the planet took about 350 crores of years, starting from a tiny molecular cell that existed earlier, 350 crores of years back, and through the evolutionary process, now all this flora, fauna, human beings, and all these animals, they have come into after 350 crores of years to different stages.
Okay.
Now the man has come as a super intelligent species on this planet. And it is the only one species which is making all destruction on this planet.
Yes,
Right.
true.
Not only destruction. Even now, if you look at the animal the carrying capacity of the planet Earth,
Right.
till a few decades back, we have resources to suffice for the 12 months.
Right.
Now the resources are available on this planet only for less than 6 months in a year. And where from all the resources? We don't have another planet to get the resources back.
Right.
And for 2030 or 50, we need 1.5 planets, and 2100, we need 2 planets.
Okay, my goodness.
So far, we could not able to reach the nearest planets.
Right.
So even if you reach the nearest planet and through scientific achievements,
Right.
we come to know that no planet has the life on its on its surface.
Right.
So if that is the case, how are you sustain the life on this planet?
Right.
And beyond this, say already human beings crossed the 130 crores of population on this planet, and many more, even thousand lakhs of animals are existing along with us, and by the destruction by the human being, wanton destruction, I must call it the wanton destruction by the human being, not only human race is going to extinct, even along with us, we are going to extinct other animals and plants also.
Right. It's going to cause severe devastation.
Yeah. If human beings are lost, Homo sapiens are lost from this planet, the entire other things, other planets, other plants and animals will survive.
Right.
But without this species, the humans will not survive. If that is the case, if you do not take, not alone the Vizag, not alone the country India, but globally if you talk about these things, I think the whole world has to react.
Right.
Whole world has to react such kind of things.
Right.
Actually, whether to live or to die, we'll have to choose one among these things.
Right.
If you want to die, you die. Let the humans die. Let not others to die.
Right.
So for which I think that is the reason CBD, Convention of Biological Diversity, has come into existence during Dharitri Sadassu.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
In 1952 Rio Sagas,
Right.
it has come into existence, and they have been giving protocols, guidelines for every 2 years as to how the human beings should correct their mistakes and come to the normal course of actions along with the environment and ecology. Actually, unless we live in harmony with the nature, I think we are not going to, the humans will not exist forever, not only the humans, and the retrogression also takes place.
Okay.
All through these 350 crores, we have the progression, we have the civilization, different things, and now the retrogression takes place.
Right.
Because what happened?
Right.
Depletion of the oxygen in the atmosphere because of the human actions, and hole is formed in the ozone layers. If the hole becomes very large, all ultraviolet rays, they will come and smash the proteins and the all other life forms on this planet.
Right.
So that is the case.
Right.
Who knows that?
Right.
Under those circumstances,
Right.
and some other living things may form.
Right.
And the whole human race will definitely perish.
Right.
There used to be more than 5-6 human races used to be there. No, sorry, not races. Human species used to be there.
Right.
Like Neanderthal, Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, and all these things.
Right.
Where they have gone?
Right.
They are all our cousins only.
Right.
And all these species have vanished. Only the Homo sapiens are living on this planet.
Right.
And that Homo sapien is responsible for the destruction on this planet.
Right.
If every one of us, everyone in the globe,
Right.
that is, every global citizen think about the healthiness of the planet, then only we will survive and the environment will be survived. And if you follow the sustainable principles, then only I think the entire planet will be very safe.
Right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
one word before you
Yeah.
we close.
See, I would like to tell that people should be more attentive. At least now, please don't think that safety is so underrated in our India. That should be changed. That's what I feel. And not only that, as just Tulsi sir has just said, everything has come. Everything is in the circle itself. Everything has come in from basics to now. But the thing is, like, if this continues, it's going to be the disaster, as he said. And I would like to mention one of the biggest and important thing is, like, now you go and do dharna doesn't make any sense. Right now, the way you take care of the people who are living at those areas and making sure that you have some space for them away from the incident would give more and more impact. And yes, of course, I do know that you guys are doing dharna in regards to the company and making sure that you want to
expressing their
aggressiveness and sorrow, obviously. But I would like to tell that there will be many other ways to express that as well.
Without compromising on health.
Yes.
That's why we are doing this show again.
Making sure that they will follow any search for further safety norms, and further all the industries will be taken in place, because there are 5,000 industries, especially in Vizag, and lakhs of industries throughout the world.
So this is for today. Hope Government of India as well as Government of Andhra Pradesh and all the respectful governments across India, not only India, across the globe also.
And also the industrial sectors especially.
Along with that, industrial sectors also, those who are trying to get into this industrial mode, or those who are already running industries or companies, they have to understand one thing. Peaceful coexistence is the only way. If you want to make money, is it at the cost of precious human lives? Not only human lives, the environment, as has been ably explained to us by Mr. Tulsi Rao. So if we destroy, our own existence will be in peril. It has to be understood that if we have to survive, we have to survive with this environment by adopting all such measures which will not be at the cost of human survival and environmental degradation. So understand that humans are at risk, environment is at risk, and the entire planet is at risk. So at least now, when you frame policies, it should not be at the cost of suffering public. For the sake of 1% earnings, you should not be risking people who really matter. If it is for the welfare and development of people, it should be in their own interest. Make people to be part of all this. Let panchayats or people who are residing in those areas, let them take the call. Let them understand whether this industry is needed or not. Along with that, all those statutory bodies or official engagements, right from Pollution Control Board to and all such, what happened to them? Why they could not control such type of disaster? Were they complying with all these rules and regulations as per MOU or not? That is a big question, whether it is Vizag, Hyderabad, India or world. So at least now, hope people will become aware and understand that just by the sake of having industries and for just mere job sake, we are not going to risk our lives, our existence, because if environment is destroyed, our existence will be in peril. See you with another topic. This is Dr. Tangella, Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Before that, again, let me mention that you need to wash your hands with soap or use hand sanitizer, or else you use your elbow for cough or sneezes. Maintain physical distance, not social distance, mind you. Socially, let us unite, but maintain that physical distance. Whenever you greet either with namaskar, adab or hello.